Hari Om, SHRI RAMA GITA verse 15. Vishuddha Vijnana Virojananchita Vidyatma Vriddhis Charameti Banyate Udeti Karma Gilakaraka Dibigi Niganti Vidya Kilakarakadikam. What is Vidya? What is knowledge? Sri Ramachandra says, Vidya means Atma Vidya, the knowledge without which no knowledge is possible. The knowledge in the light of which all other knowledge is rendered possible. That is Vidya. Bhagavan Krishna said in Bhagavad Gita, Adhyatma Vidya Vidyana. I am Atma Vidya, Bhagavan Krishna said. It is reflecting upon the deep significance of Mahavakyas. That is Tattvamasi, Aham Brahmasmi, etc. Swami Chinmayananda says, a seeker in deep contemplation comes to dwell upon the thought of the self, exclusive of all other thoughts. This thought of the self, that will also die away by itself on realizing the self. Swami Chinmayananda says, just as fire, having consumed the fuel, disappears into its unmanifest form, the ego, the sense of individuality, it disappears into the experience of the supreme state, Brahma Sakshatkar. Swamiji quotes Bhagavad Gita here, chapter 18, verse 14. Adhishtanam tada karta karanam cha pradakvitam vividhascha pradak cheshta daivam chaivatra panjamam. There, Bhagavan Krishna declares what are the causes of action. They are 5 in number. Adhishtanam. Every work is undertaken with the help of this body. So body is the gateway to receive signals and to respond. So without body nothing can be done. So that is Adhisthana. Karta. Body itself can neither receive the world nor react unless there is ego functioning in it. There must be an intelligent personality presiding over its own desires, wanting to fulfill them, and thus constantly seeking a fulfillment through its bodily activities. The ego sets the body in continuous activity. So, second is Karta. Third is Karanam. How will the ego fulfill its desires? The ego, full of desires, it wants to seek its fulfillment in the world of objects. It certainly needs certain instruments, that is, organs of perception. Without organs of perception, the inner personality cannot contact the field of enjoyment and fulfill its desires. So, third is Karanam. Fourth is Chesta, that is, it consists of physiological activities like prana, apana, etc. Swami Chinmayananda says this explanation can be understood only by Vedantic students. For others, it may be difficult. Hence, Swamiji says, for our understanding, Chesta can be interpreted as organs of action. Then, fifth is Deva. The organs of perception are presided over by the 5 great elements. These presiding deities must be present for the sense organs to function properly in order to play their part in any field of work. The eyes to see, and years to year, the Deva must be present. Light is for the eyes. Light is the Deva for the eyes. Space for the ears. Water for tongue. Earth for nose. Smell. Earth gives you wonderful smell. Air for the skin. That is touch. Hence, the constituent parts of every action are body. One is body. Second is ego. Third is organs of perception. Fourth is organs of action. And fifth is presiding deity, or the five great elements. To perform an action, all these must be present. This is for action. But in jnana, in contemplation, all these factors will end. Again, Bhagavan Krishna in chapter 4, verse 33, Bhagavad Gita said, Sheyan dravyamaya tyajnat jnana yajna parantava sarvam karma gilam partha jnane parisamapyate. Sarvam karmagilam partha jnanam parisamaptaye. Bhagavan Krishna says, Hey Partha, all karmas, without any exception, sarvam karma agilam, gets resolved in knowledge. The moment a person attains self-knowledge, then he understands the vanity of pursuing any other thing in the life. Whether it is money, whether it is name, whether it is fame, whatever it is. All karmas are result oriented. You need something. That is why you go into the outer world, work there to get it. Name, fame, money, anything. Everything is done expecting something. Once a person attains self-knowledge, he expects nothing from the world. He wants nothing from the world. He depends on nothing. He depends on not even anybody else, anyone. Nothing is required. Everything else gets resolved in knowledge. Hence, Lord Rama declares here that the argument of Samuchayavadins is illogical, as both karma and jnana cannot be practiced together. Swami Chinmayananda says, in karma, the mind is active and turned outwards into the field of work. In jnana, the mind's attention is turned inwards, that is, away from the outer world, and the mind is exclusively engaged with the thoughts of the nature of the self. It seeks to realize the total identity, that is, the ego wants to merge with the divine self. That is the idea. In fact, the picture of Western countries, when they pray, they will be looking upwards with the eyes opened. But in India, if you see, most of the rishis or saints' photographs, they would have closed their eyes. That is signifying the mind is turned inwards. That is the significance. So, verse 15 again. Vishuddha Vijnana Virochananchita Vidyatma Vriddhis Charameti Banyate Udeti Karma Kilakarakadibhigi Nikanti Vidya Kilakarakadikam. Next verse, tomorrow, Harihom Sarvam Krishnarpanamastu. Shri Rama Jaya Rama Jai Jai Rama Ram. Shri Rama Jaya Rama Jai Jai Rama Ram. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram 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 Ram.